Hello and welcome to Stackflow Tech. My name is Emmanuel Meli and I'll be taking you through an explanation on JSON files in AL. So AL is an application language which we are using in Microsoft Dynamics 365, and the files that we are going to discuss are majorly two: the launch.json and app.json. I'm choosing to discuss this because these are the most crucial files that we are going to edit, and we are going to customize a few things on those files. I'm going to highlight the files that are here. We have launch.json, we have rad, we have app.json, and there's another one, snapshots.json. But for now, we'll discuss launch and app.json. Going into the launch.json, this is where we specify the name of the server. You can always change the name of this server to be anything, maybe Stackflow 2 server, and you can change the request to be either launch or attach. And the type of the language we are using here is AL. The environment is on-prem. You can use a cloud environment. And for server, we are using a localhost server, which barely is my machine. And this is a default port. And this BC200, as I mentioned earlier in some videos, is the server instance name. So for server instance, it's important. So server is important. Server instance is important in this file. I don't mean name is not important, but it's something that you can change to anything. But these two have to be very implicit to what they are. For authentication, it is Windows because we are using the Windows authentication. That is, we are using the Windows name and the Windows password to authenticate our entry into the client side. And the port here is the port. You must provide the port that is from. It is a development service port in this instance here. That is after you set your instance. There's always a development service port. And the startup object ID is the ID of the object that you want to load immediately after you publish the app. And for startup object type is the type of the object. I mentioned earlier that we have three main types: table, page, and report. So if we can choose to have a default, let's say we need to start up with a page number 22, which is customer list. So if we publish, we will land into a customer list as our startup object ID. So shortcut Control F5 to publish, so that we can see the startup object ID if it launches page 22. So sending the request to our localhost server. Success. Yes, done. Right here we have page 22. You can even see from the URL it's page 22, and this is the page 22 that we had indicated in our launch.json script here. So I was just demonstrating why and how this happens. Something else that I will mention here is the schema update mode. So for schema update mode is it's a synchronization whereby you can synchronize changes that you've made into your objects. And something to note there is, if let's say you've changed the primary keys of a table and tried to publish, let's say without this line, is that it will not publish. Why? Because it will alert you that it's not allowed to change the primary keys of a table. And so to be able to publish, to be able to lose your data when you change the primary keys, you can just add this line to the launch.json and it will publish all the changes. And that means you will lose the data that were there in the tables that you've changed in terms of changing their primary keys. So changing primary keys is not something it's not advisable. especially when you're dealing with a lot of data, a lot of important, crucial client or customer data. So that's all about the launch.json file. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share, and even click on the notification button to receive an upload of videos like these ones. Thank you.